Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be running through Harpa AI's commands and how to create amazing automations using Harpa. It is an incredible Chrome plugin. So let's dive right into it. So if you haven't heard what Harpa is a browser plugin or extension that you can use that accesses ChatGPT, but it does so much more than that. It has a slew of different features, including being able to automate your ability to use AI, as well as being able to call data from the page, and also using bots to essentially monitor pieces of information around the internet and then send you notifications about it. We're gonna leave all that stuff aside and just talk about commands and about automating your AI, because this is something that I think is so underrated. I think heaps of people are using ChatGPT, they're dabbling a little bit in AI and how to, help their productivity, but people aren't actually using automations with AI together. So jump on over to harpa.ai, download the Chrome extension, and then play along. So once you've downloaded and got it all set up, what you can do is come up over here, click that button, or you can create a shortcut. For example, I've got it set to Command A, and it opens up a little Harpa window on the right-hand side. And if you haven't used Harpa before, it allows you to do all different types of stuff. If you just chat, you're talking with ChatGPT, and you can actually change that model to a different language model just down here. But I haven't got GPT-4 right now. I'm not using Claude. I'm just using ChatGPT 3.5. And for most of these types of automations and prompts, that's going to be good enough for now. So what Harpa allows you to do with the commands is actually go /, and it has here, under all, it has here a heap of different commands that I've created, and then a heap of different commands that Harpa developers have actually created. And what these are essentially just inline commands. So essentially you're just doing one thing and then it does another thing, and then it might call on ChatGPT, and then it might bring back some data and do a couple of things. For example, like if we click on here, outrank SEO article. Okay, cool. So let's click on that and have a quick look. So it says here, copy and paste the article to outrank and press enter. Okay, let's come to this article here about what is the average life expectancy of a motorcycle. We're gonna copy that and we're gonna come back to this. I'm gonna paste it, and then no, I don't wanna include the company. So right there, you saw that it actually asked a question about it. It was a yes, no. It was a binary decision. And you're able to do heaps of these little questions, automations, however you wanna do it. So there you go. It's created an article here that it believes will actually outrank that article, just like that. And then it's asking you a series of different questions. Would you like to add keywords? Would you like all these different options? Maybe a SWOT analysis. Let's go with that. Let's try that one. So there we go. We can see the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and I believe it's threats, is it? Yeah. And then we can click done. So let's talk about how you can create your own, because this is where it gets super powerful. It's great that they've included, a number of different SEO, productivity, e-commerce, marketing, different ones in here, but it gets really powerful when you're actually able to create your own. So what you can do is you can actually click up here. So it all starts with doing that /. You do the /, you enter commands, and then you can actually click import, or you can click create. So let's create our own. And it might seem a little bit complicated, but it's really not. All it is just a series of steps, one after another. So we've got here a default ChatGPT, but we're just actually going to delete that and start again. And we can go add step. Now, it has a series of different things that it can do. So for example, you can get it to ask you for something, ask you for some data, or it can say something. You can call on ChatGPT, or you can extract information from the actual page that you're on. So let's, for example, create a little command that reads the title of the page and then generates some better ideas for the title. The first thing we'd want to do is we want to click this extract. And we don't want to extract the entire page. We just want to extract the H1 element or the header here. Okay, great. So we can click that there. And it's going to store that data under P1. So then we can actually call on ChatGPT and we can feed it the information from that P1 value that we stored above. So let's come down here and let's actually say, and what we need to do is we need to actually have 2 curly braces. I might even make this a little bit bigger so that you can read it. 2 curly braces opening, and then we say P1, which is our value, close. Now, we're not doing any coding, don't worry. I know it looks a little bit technical, but that's okay. All we're doing is 2 open curly braces, putting in the value that we want, 2 closing curly braces. And if we ever want to call on the information on the page, all we need to do is do 2 curly braces, page, 2 closing curly braces. And that's really it. There's no more coding, that's it. It's just calling on that variable. So let's just try this. This is a very simple prompt. To be honest with you, we could probably do this in ChatGPT where we just feed it the piece of information, but that's okay. We're gonna get a little bit more complicated in a second. So let's do that, and we can call this title gen, save it. Let's press it. So it's extracting the information, and there you go. It's generated the 10 different ones. So there you go. You have a command that you can call on at any time to generate title ideas from the already existing title on the page. So let's make this a little bit more detailed, a little bit more comprehensive. Let's do something a little bit more special. So I have here a couple of different options, and we're actually gonna have a look at a couple of them that I've already created. So I have here that you're a copywriter on an Amazon page and you're going to create a summary of the product. Let's try that. So let's go to Amazon. I want to bring up a random product that we have here. We'll open Harpa. And this is perfect if you just want to summarize the product into a really short little description and you want to put that onto a best of type page. So we're going to go Amazon and start. And it's really quick, really simple, really easy, just created, right? Now, yes, I could have just copied and pasted this from a document. This didn't actually have any steps in it, but you've got one place that you can store all your different prompts, right? You don't have to have a Word document or a Notion document where you have your prompts. You can actually have them saved in Harpa. And there you go. You've got here the 20 to 40 word summary or short description of the product itself. Now let's do something a little bit more technical. Let's actually jump in the back end of a WordPress site here. And this is our site, Outdoor Labs with Jay. And you'll notice here, the meta description is missing. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna open up this command called WordPress meta description. And I'm actually gonna edit this just so you can have a quick look at it and see what it's doing. Okay, so it's having a look at the content on the entire page. So it's actually able to read the article on the entire page, stores it as the value P1. And then what it's doing is it's calling on ChatGPT. And it's saying, please ignore all previous instructions, all that kind of stuff. And it's saying, write a meta description for the blog article on the page. So we actually probably don't need this one here. Might even just delete this. But this is where it gets interesting. It's creating it to a specific length, and then what it's doing, once it's finished, is it's actually pasting in that information on this specific element here. So the way that we've created this right here is I went add step, paste element, and I'm saying paste the output, and I'm clicking here, paste into an input. And we can actually click on here and it knows that this is the area that we need to paste it into this HTML element. And every WordPress site, the backend of WordPress, it'll be the same across, it doesn't matter what site you're using, right? And then what it's actually doing is it's clicking a button, and the button that's clicking is update. So it's actually reading the page's information, the whole blog content. It's generating a meta description. It's pasting that meta description into the meta description area, and then it's clicking update. So if you've got a list, for example, maybe from Ahrefs or any type of website audit tool, and you've got a list of all the different articles that you've got that don't have meta descriptions in them, you can just open the back end of 10 different pages. You can run this prompt and it's just gonna generate it, update it, and just do it all for you. So let's have a look at this in action. So let's save this. We're gonna run it. So it's thinking. So it's written the thing, it's pasted it, and it's updated it. Let's refresh the page and have a quick look and see if it's actually done it properly. Scroll down to the bottom. Look at that. It has a meta description now. It's written it. It's about the exact thing that the article's about. It has pasted that into the input and it's clicked update for us. This is a really cool, extremely useful thing that would probably take you, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes using a prompt, for example, like write a meta description about this, and then you have to copy it, you have to paste it, and you have to click update. It's just automating it. It's just doing it all for you. And this is where AI gets really powerful. Not just using ChatGPT or an AI to actually write the content for you, but actually using automations like what we can do in Harpa with commands and actually pasting that information directly into the browser, into an input field, clicking buttons for us, actually automating the process so that it's doing it for us. Let's look at another example. This is something that took me ages before, and it seems like it's such a simple thing, but when you're doing it repeatedly, it takes a long time. So I have here a Surfer content editor for this article, life expectancy of a motorcycle, or how long does a motorcycle last, right? Now, if I'm writing this article in a tool, for example, like SEO writing, I need to go through and I need to copy the NLP keywords out of the side of here, copy them all, and then I've got all the list of the NLP keywords, but with numbers and with the symbols and all the different things that are attached to that. And this is really annoying. Now, yes, I could cut this, paste it in here, and then give it a prompt and say, please provide me a past copy of the text with numbers removed, remove the symbols, provide the list of keywords with just a comma between them, which is the way that any of these writing tools actually need the information. And let's see what ChatGPT gives me. Perfect. So it's given me the exact right thing. But that took me, a couple minutes just to go ahead, copy the information, come over to ChatGPT. Even if I have that pre-written out, it still takes time, and then I can paste that back into here. Watch this. Open Harpa /NLP. Done. That's it. It's extracting the information. It has a prompt. It does it all for us. We can just copy and paste. Seamless. So let's have a look at this command. We go /NLP. Let's go edit and see what we're actually doing here. So we're extracting the information of a specific HTML element, and we're saving that as P1. Now we're actually able to click on the exact element that we want to extract from the page. We don't have to call on all the information on the page. We can just call on a specific area on the page. And then we're saving that as P1. Then we're saying essentially the same prompt as what I did in ChatGPT, but it's just doing it with that P1 value. So I don't have to go ahead and copy and paste this into ChatGPT every time. It's able to do it all for me. It's able to automate the entire process. And I know that it looks like it's only saving, a minute or two, but if you're doing this for hundreds and hundreds of articles, it saves you hours of time. Let's look at one last command that I've generated. So this command is a Surfer SEO audit command. Now, I'm still tinkering with this one a little bit. It's not perfect right now, but it's a pretty comprehensive command. So what we're doing, and this is kind of the idea that I had in my mind, is I'm using Surfer, and in Surfer, they have the audits. And the audit provides you the ability to paste in a URL, paste in the keyword. It gives it the whole article a score out of 100. For example, this one's 67. It also gives you a list of all the NLP keywords, the suggestions that it suggests that you use it this many times and that many times. Essentially, it's kind of like that content editor I was talking about before, but we're not creating it from scratch. We're revising the content that we currently have. Now, Surfer gives you the ability to share and copy that shareable link of the actual audit itself. Now, wouldn't it be great if we could create a command that reads the whole audit, then it goes to our article, it reads the whole article, and then it rewrites the article again, but using the information found on the audit page. Essentially, it's doing the audit for us. And this is what this command does. So let's open it up and have a quick look. I've clicked share here. Let's open up and go /audit. And let's quickly read what it's doing. So it's asking us to provide an audit page. Then it's actually navigating to that audit page. It's able to do that. It's able to read the entire page and it remembers that information as audit content. Then it's going to navigate to the page that's up here on that page. So you don't even have to paste in your article page. It's going to do it for you. It's going to navigate to that page. It's going to save that as article content. And then it's got a prompt here that says, you're an SEO expert using Surfer as an audit. Your job is to rewrite or amend the blog article with the information found on the audit. So this prompt here is probably the thing that I'm going to tweak a little bit. And obviously you can do this for whatever type of auditing software you're using. It doesn't have to be Surfer. It could be a completely different piece of information or tool or whatever it is that you're using. But let's have a quick look at how this runs. So let's click on that, and there you go. And we're gonna paste in the link here. This is a public link. I think it'll work without a public link just because you have access and it's navigating to the page within your browser and you have everything saved. But let's just paste in this public link for now. So it's navigating to the page right now. It's loading the page. I just need to open up Harper again. Okay. Oh, it's navigating to the next page. It's already saved that piece of information as the audit content. And now it's saving that as blog article. Now what it's doing is it's rewriting our article for us using the information that was on that page. How cool is that? So essentially it's creating a better article, an SEO optimized article using the information on the audit just in browser right there. One click, literally started the command and pasted in the URL, and it's just rewritten an SEO optimized article for us. And there you go. This article right here will have a better SEO score than the one on the page. It might not have used everything from the actual audit. Obviously you're dealing with ChatGPT here, and you know, if you use ChatGPT 4, if you're using Claude 2 over 3.5, it's going to do a much better job of actually refining that article and using everything that's on that audit page. But it's just incredible that you can automate these things. And when you're using AI with this like step breakdown command of automation when it comes to AI, you're just able to maximize your productivity. It's just an incredible tool. Let me know in the comments below how you're using it. I am keen to hear all your use cases of how you're using commands within Harper. And I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel out hugely. Thank you very much and have a great day.